On with Windy City Times and Go Pride in Chicago, calling in to
Hey
Mr. Chris
Jerry,
Perfetti. Hey, how are you?
what does the blacked out portion of your shirt say? I can't
It's
see
the
it.
it's the night we stole Christmas. They have a big thing in
Stole
Chicago.
Christmas.
It's a concert kind of thing. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I just want to sing like Chris Perfetti, Chris Perfetti. I mean that
Sing
Jennifer
it.
Hudson.
Sing, Jerry.
Well, I want to hear about Steppenwolf. How was your experience, working with Steppenwolf in Chicago?
It was there's actually no words, so you can't hear about it. Um it was my lifelong dream. I had an aunt who lived in Chicago when I was in my teen year, and she
Mhm.
used to beg me to come visit her, and she's a great person, and so she didn't have to beg me, but I sort of used that to my advantage, and I said, if you will take me to a play at Steppenwolf, I will come visit you. And she did, and yeah, it's just one of the greatest theaters we have, and I was so excited to work there. I cut my teeth doing theater in New York, on and off Broadway, and Steppenwolf is the top, and so that's where I wanted to be. I was so happy to work on Rajiv's play there, who's also a playwright I had been, obsessed with for a long time, and I just had a blast. I still miss Chicago. I remember when we were rehearsing and started performances of the play. It was in that amazing time in the end of March, early April, where you get like a freakishly warm day, which to anywhere else in the world is not actually a warm temperature, but people were, in tank tops, people were riding bikes, like people were chilling on the beach, on the lake, and it was such a vivid, singular moment. I love that.
Awesome. Well, I work with the LGBT committee and the Critics' Choice, so that's when we gave you the award. And Shirley Ralph's speech was just incredible. How is it working with them? I love that Lisa and Kita just came just to support you. Like, how great.
I love it too. I don't know what I did in a past life to deserve them. It was such a great night. Thank you for that honor. I still think about it. It was such an important night. I remember just feeling so lucky to have been in that room.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it's a blast to work with them. Cheryl is, they feel like my family now, and um, in good ways and bad. I love going to work with them every day, and I think it really starts with Quinta. From the moment we began the show, she has really kind of created an ethos of like we show up for each other, and and so they do. We show up for each other at something like that, and we show up for each other on set, and we know how to support each other and land a joke. And so it's a dream collaboration.
That's awesome. What have you heard from LGBT, like the community, over the past 5 seasons, and how important, you are to the show and to them? What have you heard?
I think the overwhelming thing has just been um, and it's sort of bittersweet, but I guess when people say to me that they had wished that they had a teacher like Jacob when they were in school, I simultaneously feel kind of like gratified and kind of bummed out. I think I do too. I think I think for all his flaws, Jacob really does in many ways know who he is, and he's trying to move through the world authentically and hope that some of that is contagious to his students. And um, yeah, I had a lot of great teachers, but I don't remember having teachers like that. And so I've also had a lot of queer teachers reach out to me, or I've met, in the past few years, that just tell me how important it is to feel like they're represented on TV, and that's pretty humbling as well. So
Okay. Oh, they're already talking about, I want to talk about Twinless. If you could just a couple of minutes with that and then come back and see us in Chicago.
I would love to. Um, I'm so impressed by James Sweeney. I think he's like 12 years old, and he's like going to be he's already like one of the best filmmakers I've ever worked with. I think the work that he did on that film, just visually and as a director and as a writer, is so unbelievable. And then he was also, acting in it. I can't wait to see what he does next. I'm so grateful that he invited me to be a part of that world. Yeah, and it's still in theaters in some places, so I really hope folks will go catch Twinless in a theater if you can.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for taking time out today. Have a great weekend
Thank you,
and
Jerry.
see you soon. Okay. All right.